All right. Thank you guys so much for coming for our first edition on the Tree of Life. Um, we originally started raising funds for our movies in what we call the Fuel the Fire funding campaign, because we all know you can't have a spark without a flame, right? And or you can't have a flame without the spark. And so when we need to fuel our work, we need that fire to kind of like push us forward and propel us forward. And it just wasn't setting well with me for moving forward. And as I was praying over the weekend, and I asked the Lord, like what is it that we're supposed to be doing to honor you with our life work? And especially um, Jim Clark with the greenhouse is what inspired this for me. He's working on a pro-life story where he tells the story about a Playboy. And it's after the brutal murder of his daughter. A Playboy abortionist from Los Angeles moves to the countryside to get away from it all and start a new life. And so he plants plants in a nursery to make a greenhouse, and they communicate with them, with the souls, or they're inhabited by the souls of the babies he's aborted, and they communicate with him. And at first, when I read it, I thought, that's a little different for a pro-life story. And then I decided to pick it up and help him because it is different. And it hits a lot of topics that are happening that we don't talk about. And that is the salvation of the abortionist himself. And so, since he had the greenhouse, and my brain was like, you know what, when we see hospitals and nursing homes and different places, we see these opportunities for people to contribute or donate to the hospital or the charity of their choice, and they get their name on the wall. And so we decided to create a wall for all the projects we're working on. So for Silver, in the nursing home, as soon as you walk in the foyer, this is going to be a prop in the movie. And so anybody that contributes at either the gold, silver, copper, bronze, or green leaf, you will have your name on the leaf in the movie. And then you'll also get your name in the credits of the movie. And then after the movie is produced and we tear down the wall, we are going to be sending you your leaf as a thank you for helping bring life to these stories. So that's the simplicity of it. It does cost to produce the leaves, so we had to add that to our budgets. Most of our films are going to be running around $500,000 for a full feature to produce. That's why you see this grove of trees, because it's going to take a lot of people pulling together to make this happen. And we're doing our stories for his glory to create a legacy. So when we're rooted in faith and we're growing together, that's how we leave a legacy. And we were just asking people to consider not giving today. We just are looking for people that are willing to pledge for today. And then once we've raised 90% of the budget, we'll send out a letter to everybody, giving you 30 days to fulfill that commitment of the pledge. And as you can see in the bottom of the picture, this is the number of people that we need to have come together to make it work. The 40 gold leaves is 5,000. We need 100 silver leaves at 1,000. And we have a partnership established with a nonprofit to be our fiscal sponsor. So any level of these can be donations. They don't have to be just, here, have my money to put my name in your project and do this really beautiful tree of life with a grove of many trees. You can actually have a tax deductible opportunity to use. And it can be at any level, but especially for those that are doing the higher dollar amounts, we know and understand the value of your dollar, and we want to make it work for you. So we need 400 copper leaves at $250, 500 bronze leaves at $100, and 2,500 green leaves for a beautiful grove at $40. Now, Over on the Grove, on the right-hand side, you see Together We're Telling a Story That Will Last Forever. And our goal is 500,000 and growing. There's an empty space there because what we'll do is once you make your pledge, we will add the dollars for the pledges into that space. So together we'll watch it grow. Now, I'm pretty busy, and I know Charlotte and Kenna and Leslie and Jim are all very busy as well. And so to help keep this streamlined, we'll probably only send emails out to you twice a month. So every 2 weeks, like on the 1st and 15th. That way you can see us growing and getting closer to our goal. Now, our goal at 500,000, once we hit probably about 350 to 400,000, and we're getting close to that end, we'll probably be emailing you a little bit more often. So this is our Tree of Life, and we're setting it up for all of the projects. Each project will have its own tree and grove, including our studio building campaign. So that way it gives everybody an opportunity to contribute to any story that they want to. And one that's going to be added the 1st of July is actually coming from Australia, and it's called the Cafe Chronicles. So it's been a real big honor and pleasure for me to help people from Macon, Georgia with Listtown to St. Louis with Silver. Down here, Kathy Grassi has Familia Matters. I'm working on the Broken Colors series. And then in California, we have Jeremy and the Greenhouse. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for joining me.